I'm your host, Jeff Sart. We're going to take you behind the scenes with the craft distillers who are pouring their heart and soul into crafting the next version of America's spirit. This is the Great American Whiskey Cookers. We are back in our home state of Iowa at Lonely Oak Distillery in Earlling, Iowa for a guided tasting by head distiller and owner Pat Hoffman. He's going to walk us through his PX Ximenez finished bourbon. Now, I come up with a really specific description on this bourbon. You're going to want to check it out. Welcome to this tasting edition of the Great American Whiskey Cookers. We are here at Lonely Oak Distillery, and Pat Hoffman is pouring me some of his Steeple Ridge expressions. So, Pat, what are you going to pour me this time?
So this is the first finish that we ever did.
Okay.
This is a Pedro Ximenez sherry cask finished bourbon. So we took some of our oldest bourbon, probably 5 years. We emptied that out of our oak. We imported Pedro Ximenez sherry casks from Spain, freshly dumped, brought them in, and it sat in those barrels for 8 to 12 months.
Oh.
So this is batch 2. The second batch that we've done it, I think it is one of the best finishes that I've ever had.
Okay.
And so I'm gonna let you try it. This is at 96 proof.
Okay. So a very approachable proof.
Yes. So the gentleman in Omaha, his name is Elzuri. He works at Spirit World in Omaha, great customer, great guy. He knows more about wine and whiskey than I'll probably ever know, you know. But anyway, he tried our PX finish. He was one of the first ones that tried it, and he said he absolutely loved it. And he said, you know what? This is the whiskey of the year. He said, this is the best whiskey I've tasted all year. And I'm like, well, fantastic. So later on, I went down, I was visiting with him a few months later. I said, hey, next year we're coming out with a PX rye. And he said, ooh, that don't sound good at all. And I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, what did I do? You know what I mean? Because I'm like, you know, there's a guy that knows a lot,
right?
You know, and so then 8 months later, I'm like, here's the PX rye. What do you think? You know, let's give it a try. And he's just like, I just don't think those go together, you know? And I'm like, well, give it a try. Let me know what you think. So we were sitting there at the bar sampling it, and he goes, I like it better than the bourbon. And I'm like, oh, that was good. I'm like, oh man, for 6 months, I was like, oh, forget, what did I do?
Oh my God.
And the sherry it complements it so well.
Confectioner's sugar. Almost like that powdered sugar.
And I think this is the smoothest 96 you'll ever try.
There's vanilla on the nose, and there's something else that's sweet that I can't quite pick up. Let's try this. Wow. Talk about balanced, and I almost want to pour this on ice cream.
It is very well. We got the low barrel proof with the wheated bourbon. You're pulling all those wood sugars out. So then for me, I get almost like a fruity sweetness on the front.
Yeah.
Like a dried fruit.
Right.
Sweetness on the front.
Yeah.
And then you get the whiskey in the middle, the caramels, the whole whiskey. And then you're getting, for me, I get like a molassesy brown sugar.
Yes.
And it stays with you.
It's like stuck there. And it's like this, and it's like I'm getting like these over-ripened strawberries. You know, when the strawberries are like a day over what they should be, right? But you still gotta eat them because they're strawberries and they're damn good, right? That's what I'm picking up on this, is that richness from the red fruit.
Yeah, and it's got probably. I'm not going to say it's the best, but it's tied with the best mouthfeel of anything I've ever made. I just think it's...
Yeah, this is super creamy on the mouth.
Yes, that's great... I've never described it that way, but that is a great way to describe it.
Yeah, it's very creamy. I mean, it's almost, you know, if you were to pour half and half in your mouth, that's kind of that you know what I mean? That creaminess that comes through. This is delicious and sweet. Like I said, I almost want to pour it on ice cream. because this would be great in a malt.
Yeah, I mean, it is. I mean, it's a little sweeter than we thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
But and I think a lot of that has to do with, you know, a lot of your finishes aren't made with wheated bourbon. They're made with rye, so you're picking up that.
So that's why just sweetness is coming through.
Right. And then on the back end, I mean, like I said, I'm still tasting it. I mean, it just hangs on. I would say it's kind of like a cough syrup, but in a good way.
Yeah.
You know, you know, it's not as thick like that.
Right.
But it just hangs there, and you'll, like I said, you can. I'm still tasting it.
It almost gives me, I mean, it makes me think of a Dutch apple caramel pie, that crust, and you eat that crust at the very end of it, and it's just sitting there, and you can feel that caramely goodness.
Yeah. Well, you know, I always say the most important part of tasting is going back to the glass.
Yeah.
I mean, you start with it, taste, go back to the glass, and all the way, the last time you go to the back to the glass is when the glass is empty.
Oh my God, where do they find you? How do they get a hold of your whiskey and this whiskey?
Again, check us out on our website, www.lonelyoakdistillery.com. You can purchase there. We ship to 48 states. This is a limited release item. We will sell out. So this is not available all year round. We make so many cases this time of the year in the fall.
So it's an annual release.
It's an annual release.
Okay.
Yes, it is. So you'll find it in Iowa, Nebraska, all throughout the entire Midwest, and of course available online. You can check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Lonely Oak Distillery.
Fantastic. I'm Jeff for the Great American Whiskey Cookers. You can find us at thegreatamericanwhiskeycookers.com. Check us out on Facebook, our website, of course, if you want to step it up and support the show. We'd appreciate the support and love. Patreon.com, you can find us there. Until next time, if you can't be good at it. See ya.
It's just, I don't know.
That is phenomenal.
Thank you. Yeah, that really.
Really, I mean, it had that fruit cocktail. I had the peaches, the pear, the syrup. I wish I could explain things like that. I just can't.
Yeah, it's either good or sometimes that's not. You know, you either like it or you don't.